Hello, hello, lovely humans. Blackadder back and forth. Full episode. 1999, dude. I was 6. Okay. That feels like forever ago. Quick little thing. Yes. I know some of you are excited for me to start today, Tax Master Season 14, but I didn't get to this last week because my file was muted or whatever. And I got hooked up with a proper file. By the way, oh man, so many people have been helping me with so many things, and it's so nice, and I'm so appreciative, especially since I don't really ask for help. Like, it's hard to ask for help. Like, as a human being, it's not one of my things. You know how there's like this list of things that some people find really hard. Like, some is, I love you, I miss you, I need help. And I'm wrong. I think that was like the 4 or 5 things. I'm fine with the love you. I'm fine with the miss you. I'm wrong doesn't happen often. That was maybe, it depends on the context of the person, a lot of stuff. But I need help. I don't like that one. So when I get help without asking for it, it's just amazing. So thank you for that. And anyway, I have this, and then Father Ted won the poll. Cool, awesome. Everybody says I'm going to love it, so I'm excited for it. So I figured, do this Tuesday. Father Ted fills... What is it filling? What did I finish? Not Peep Show. What was I watching? Oh, Blackadder. God, it's the heat, people. And then, Taskmaster will hopefully start next week, and then I'll, Peep Show and all the other stuff. So we have this, which is wonderful. Another little thing, speaking of asking for help, this I actually asked because I can ask this person. But a friend of mine that's an electrician came and hooked me up with some lights. Well, I paid him because he worked. But whatever, that's not the point. The point is, I have so much light right now. There's so much light in my face. It's ridiculous. And I can't lose any lights because otherwise the green screen will act up or whatever. So there's so much. And they're LED lights, right? And you know that thing where LED lights supposedly don't give off heat? Yeah, that's bullshit. And I know they don't. I touch them, and I know they're not warm, but I'm dying right now, and I'm dying so much more than if all the lights were off. I don't know if it's psychological or what's happening, but... and they're like 7 watts each, or 4 watts. I can't remember. They might be 4 watts. That's nothing. Why is it so bright in here? Absolutely crazy. Anyway, he was nice enough to help. I kind of want to change him, though. But since he helped, and he's such a nice guy, I'm just going to leave it. But oh, shit! What? No! Sorry. Okay, the thing I don't like is back. What a bad way to start a video. It looked at me. It truly did. I don't know how it's in either because all the windows, oh shit, all the windows are closed. It's locked in here with me. Well, at least there's a lot of light and I can see it. All right. So anyway, Blackadder, back and forth, special. Let's go. I'm sorry. I'm all nervous now. And I'm okay. I really hope this isn't something that bites or anything like that. Like, I am arms, by the way. I got the thingamajiggy right here. But I'm also barefoot and wearing shorts. So, just don't kill me, please. If you stay away, I won't kill you. So it sounds like a great deal, right? Anyway, let's go. It's hot. Okay, let's go. I have no idea what this is about, by the way. Baldric? What? Okay. I like the different variations of the song. I'm paranoid now. This is not good. What the hell? Oh. almost felt very Bean. Much more than Blackadder. But whatever, I'll allow it.
Well, isn't this splendid and absolutely tufty? New Year's Eve, 1999. A new century and a new millennium. Let's drink a great big slurpy toast to peace and understanding around the globe.
Bravo! After all, if history teaches us anything, it is that in the words of St. Bert, what the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Yeah.
Total codswallop. If history has taught us anything, it is that the story of man is one long round of death and torture, and burning people as witches just because they've got a wart. I'm sorry about the food, by the way. Unfortunately, my cook got invited to an orgy at Delia Smith's house. And so our chef for this evening is the man who cleans out the septic tank. Baldrick!
Oh, it's nice to see. Okay, see, I was gonna say it's nice to see them all out of costumes. They're all like suited up and looking fancy, and then you got Baldrick doing Baldrick dirty, man. Because, oh wow. Okay, and also just to touch on the topic, you know how they said all we need is love, sweet love? Like if history taught us, and he's like, no, history taught us blah, 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 blah. All that stuff that history did teach us is why we now need love, sweet love, because that's what our history was. We need to change that. And how do you change that? Love. Okay, I'm a little scared. Okay.
God save us. I trust you're all enjoying your food? No, we're not actually, Baldrick. What is this we're eating?
It tastes as if someone with a bad chest cold has taken 2 spoonfuls of Benylin to loosen the phlegm and then coughed all over an avocado.
Well, funny you should say that, sir, because...
Yes, all right, Baldrick, yes. Thank you. You may go now. I believe you've got some other duties to attend to.
Oh, yes. Excuse me, please, everybody.
Now, where were we?
We were ballywell toasting the future.
Yes, and I suppose it might also be a perfect time to look to the past.
How on earth can one look at the past? You can't see something that's already happened.
Unless you're on the lavatory. Good point, Bishop.
Yes, or unless one's got a time machine.
How likely is that?
Well, very likely, actually, darling. Because I've just
Still
built
darling?
one.
Stuff and nonsense. I've heard some rubbish in my time. Every time I open my mouth, as a matter of fact. But a time machine? It's just cobblers.
I can assure you it is not. This is an original sketchbook by Leonardo da Vinci.
That is a big
And in the last
sketchbook.
year, I myself have built a time machine to his exact specifications. Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest breakthrough in travel since Mr. Rodney Tricycle thought to himself, I'm bored with walking. I think I'll invent a machine with 3 wheels and a bell and name it after myself. Behold, the time machine.
Okay.
Well, glaze my nipples and call me Rita. It can't be real. Like that.
Okay.
It's a practical joke, surely.
Certainly not. When was the last time I played a practical joke?
Well, there was the time you said you were dying of kidney failure, and I donated one of my kidneys to save your life, and then you said it was an April Fool, and we had to throw my kidney away.
Okay. Whoa. Serious question. Serious medical question. If that were ever to happen, could they not put the kidney back? Like, genuine question, because I don't see why. I mean, it's gonna match. It's yours. So, I mean, maybe, just maybe it won't work exactly the same or as good as before removal, but I mean, 2 kidneys better than one? No? I mean, genuine question, because that would suck.
The odd, hilarious practical joke, but not this time. This is a working time machine. And to prove it, I suggest a wager. I will bet you each £10,000 that I can travel through time
Queenie looks
and
great.
bring back any items of historical interest which you choose to nominate. Darling,
Well, yes, all right. Yes, if you can travel through time, I'll pay up. So long as you bring back with you a genuine Roman centurion's helmet.
Very well.
How do you
A Roman centurion's helmet.
verify that?
No, that's much too easy. What about the actual Wellingtons actually worn by Wellington on the day he won the Battle of Waterloo?
Lady Elizabeth would like the actual Wellingtons worn by the Duke of Wellington on the day he won the Battle of Waterloo. Anyone else?
Oh, yes. Yes, I've got one. I want you to get, I'd like to see you get your hands on these, an ancient, reeking, stinking pair of 200-year-old underpants. 18th century body huggers, that's the ticket.
Oh, no! Also,
Very
like,
well.
why'd he put on clothes? This seems, not that I wanted to still see him like that, but this seems like a task he could still be doing with the outfit he had on before. Since it's just like moments later, but whatevs, no judgment.
I shall be on my way. This will, of course, take no time at all in your time. I shall merely step in, there will be a momentary shuddering, and I will emerge triumphant. Farewell, dear friends.
Well done, Balders. This is very impressive. I'm sorry that I didn't have time to build it myself. Don't worry, my lord. I'll follow Mr. Da Vinci's instructions to the letter. Even though you can't actually read.
That's right, my lord. But I have done a lot of airfix models in my time.
Right, got the Centurion's helmet.
Same thing.
Very good. Round of the boots. Excellent. The underpants. Where are the underpants?
Oh, here you are, my lord. They're my very best pair. And coincidentally, also my very worst.
So they are, in fact, your only pair of
That's right, my lord.
Just look at the bag. Oh! Right, let us get all this stuff going, shall we?
Right, my lord.
Yes.
Wasn't it gonna take no time at all?
Shake it about a bit. Make it look real. The best New Year's Eve prank ever.
You hide there. £30,000. Here I come. Right.
I'm a little wee bit surprised there was no flash of light or energy burst or something like that. Every time I've ever seen anybody on film travel through time, there's always either a flash of white light or something, a burst of energy. This was just moo.
Interesting.
What's happening, my lord?
Well. For God's sake, do something, Baldrick. Something useful. Just throw, shoot, go away. Sod off. The underpants. Try the underpants. Bloody brontosaurus. Hey, not me.
What? It's my skin!
Oh my god. Wow.
Fascinating. One of history's great mysteries solved. The dinosaurs were in fact wiped out by your parents.
Well, Balders, this is a turn-up for the books. You have built a working time machine and are therefore, rather surprisingly, the greatest genius who has ever lived.
Thank you very much, my lord.
Right, let's get out of here, shall we?
No problem, my lord.
Can you set the date so we can get home?
Yes, I just turn that there, pull that there, reset that there, pull this lever like that, and the date should come up. But unfortunately, it doesn't, because I was going to write the numbers on in felt tip pen, but I never got round to it.
Right. So the date we're heading for is 2 watermelons and a bunch of cherries.
That's right, my lord.
In other words, we can't get home.
Not as such.
Excellent.
taking this really well, all of it.
Rather a spectacular return to form after the genius moment, Baldrick. Still, I think someone with common sense ought to be able to resolve this. All we've got to do is put these controls back to where they were when we first set off. I think that was about there. These here and here. There.
I like
should
how
get
it's
us
a
home.
slot machine.
Excellent. You threw away our winning items, Baldrick, but at least we're home. Typical. They must have got bored and gone back for pudding. Right. Now, you're not going to believe that...
Oh.
Ah, Lord Blackadder.
Elizabeth the First.
You're wearing very weird clothes. You're looking
Same.
rather old and ugly, actually.
Is that right?
Of course it's right. I'm always right.
Of course it's right.
Duh.
Edmund has been very cheeky. Shall I laugh at him or chop his ugly head off?
Well, one hates to be harsh, ma'am, but I do think a bit of choppy is the only apt reaction.
Very well. Kill him! Unless, of course, Eddie, you've got a present for me?
A present?
Who giggled like that?
For me?
A present?
That was a cute little giggle.
Yes, certainly, Your Majesty. A present.
Quickly, getting bored now.
Yes. Now, these may not look much.
They don't.
No, but, well, let's say that there was a place where you could buy absolutely everything.
We already have those, Blackadder, and they're called markets.
Right. Well, imagine that, but times 10. As it were, a supermarket. Now, if you gave someone at one of these supermarkets this, he would give you some bonus points, which would mean that once a month you could buy a tin of baked beans at half the normal price.
Kill him!
Wow.
No, that must be...
Oh! What are they?
Oh, they're just sort of sweets. Minty things.
I want one.
Yes. Your Majesty?
And if it was poison?
Oh, it's got a hole in it.
No, they're meant to be like that.
Oh.
That's how they're made.
Oh, Blackie, you are so naughty. It's the tastiest thing in the history of the world. Try one, Melchi. What do you think?
Yes, indeed, ma'am. Most pleasant.
This is incredible, because do you know, Smelchy, the way it usually smells so bad it's like you've eaten a whole stoat for your breakfast.
Well, I am aware I have a less than orthodox mouthful odour, ma'am, yes.
Yeah, well,
Mouthful?
you don't smell like that anymore. You smell absolutely yummy now, and not at all like a turd.
Oh, what a pity.
Well done, Blackie. Here, take this.
Wow.
Sexy blood.
Wow.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now, go forth and bring back lots more minty things in the next 5 minutes, or I'll come after you and crush your skull like an egg.
Certainly, Your Majesty. I'll be
Fun.
right back.
I had this genuine thought maybe like a week ago. Maybe it's kind of like a shower thought, but I wasn't in the shower. So, okay, you know how toothpaste comes in all kinds of minty varieties, right? Like you have new mint and cool mint and new mint flavor, and it's the same mint. It's just mint. There's so many versions of mint. And yes, I know there's different kind of mint plants, but mint is mint. So, okay, like you go to the grocery store and there's just like a whole shelf of toothpaste. You got all the brands, all the stuff, but it's all mint. And the only toothpaste that isn't mint is children's toothpaste, which is like awful. It's like bubblegum or strawberry watermelon fusion or whatever, just horrible stuff. Now, my question is, one, Why mint? Yes, I get that it helps, you know, we relate it to fresh breath and it covers whatever they said his breath smelled like. And yes, okay, I get that. But what if someone doesn't like mint? Why is there no other option of toothpaste? At least to my knowledge. And can't buy the kids one because that stuff ain't washing nothing. That's just candy in like toothpaste form. It's not good, right? So it just like as humans, as humanity and society went along, why mint? And more so because I get the mint. I'm not so stuck on that part. I'm more stuck on the why only mint. You know what I mean? I am sure there are other herbs or other plants or other flavors, or maybe even flavorless toothpaste. I do not know that to exist. So this is my thought process when I'm in the supermarket buying stuff. Just a little insight. I mean, maybe I could Google it. I forgot to, but maybe there's answers out there and you guys know them. Or maybe I just opened your mind. So there you go. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am sorry. Wait a minute. You're not
Will Shakespeare, yes. Don't say it, I know. You hated Two Gentlemen of Verona. This one's much better.
Well, bugger my giddy aunt. You couldn't just sign something for me, could you?
Well, certainly.
I never expected that's Colin Firth, right? Never expected that here.
Thank you. Oh, and just one more thing.
Yeah.
That is for every schoolboy and schoolgirl for the next 400 years. Have you any idea how much suffering you're going to cause? Hours spent at school desks trying to find one joke in A Midsummer Night's Dream. Years wearing stupid tights in school plays and saying things like, "What ho, my lord," and "Oh, look, here comes Othello," talking total crap as usual. Oh, and... Oh, that is for Ken Branagh's endless, uncut 4-hour version of Hamlet.
That's not his fault, though.
Who's Ken Branagh?
I'll tell him you said that. And I think he'll be very hurt.
Okay.
Right, let's get out of here, Balders.
Certainly, my lord.
By the way, if we're lucky enough to get out of this alive...
Yes, my lord.
Remind me to kill you, will you?
Oh, all right, my lord.
Now, let me sit down here when we're at the dinosaurs.
it
It's
on
in
the
the
list.
middle now, so why don't we try it here? That should do the trick. Yes, I suspect that's a little too far forward. Oh, God, where are we now?
Oh, dear. You think it's safe?
I don't know. Does this look like a dangerous place to you, Baldrick? This empty wood?
I get why he's wearing clothes now. Can you imagine he was wearing that like sexy apron and only the sexy apron? I say sexy for lack of a better word, right? By the way, like the whole episode. That actually would have been funny. They could have done that. Just saying. I feel like it's a missed opportunity.
Well, what have we here, my tough band of freedom fighters who have good
Drop
muscle
that
tone and
bread.
aren't gay?
I learned.
Oh, God.
Look, lads, we've captured Lord Blackadder!
Wait a minute. Are you Robin Hood?
Am I Robin Hood? Is Will Scarlet a puff in tights?
What?
Try a chug of fat tub of lard with a ridiculous haircut? Is Maid Marian a hot little honey with thighs like two halves of a nutcracker?
Yes, I am.
Whoa!
Woof.
Okay.
Oh, yes, it's nice to meet you at last. Because there's one question I've always wanted to ask you.
Fire away! One final question before I impale you with my magnificent weapon. And I'm not talking about my enormous...
Yes, I know you're not. What puzzles me is this. You rob from the rich.
Yes! That's right, yeah.
And then, when you've robbed the rich, you give it all to the poor.
Yes! I love giving it to the poor!
Now, that's the bit I don't understand. You men risk your lives in combat?
Yes!
You risk certain death if you're caught?
Yes.
You live here in this forest in total squalor? I mean, I'd hate to think what the toilet facilities are like around here.
Not very nice, actually.
And yet you still give every single penny to these so-called poor who just sit on their backsides all day.
All right, shut up now.
Laughing at you, saying, oh, no need to go to work today. Robin Hood and his merry men will be along in a minute with a big pile of cash.
I said shut up!
I'm surprised they don't call you Robin Hood and his bunch of complete lunatics.
Right, that is it! Shoot him, boys! I'm great and he's not!
Robin Hood and his band of merry morons.
Ready? Aim! Fire!
That was a turn of events I wasn't expecting. Like, obviously, I wasn't expecting Blackadder to die, because that makes no sense. But that was interesting. I actually thought they were all going to miss. Like, he was going to be in the middle of a crossfire and just come out impeccable. I thought his argument for Robin Hood was going to be steal from the rich and give to the poor, but then the poor become rich. So, you know, like, where does the line stop? I thought that was going to be the argument. But also, is that Kate Moss? Because I know that lady's face, but I'm fuzzy on the name, unless it's Kate Moss.
Can I say that I think you made the right decision?
So do I, gorgeous.
Ding dong. Well, Maid Marian was pretty friendly.
So was Will Scarlett. Really nice girl.
Still, the sooner we get home, the better. We've started to affect history, and that's dangerous. We've already wiped out the dinosaurs and killed Robin Hood.
That's another question. Why is he assuming they wiped out all the dinosaurs when they just killed one? Or maybe not even killed him, maybe just temporarily knocked him out because of the fumes. But, like, I don't get why he's assuming it was an epidemic.
God only knows what's going to happen next time.
Oh, he just flew off that horse.
My Lord Emperor, I, the Duke de Darling, bring news. The English have reached Waterloo.
Good, prepare to attack.
Very well. But first, I would like to ask, why do we want to invade Britain in the first place? I mean, their wine is made of the pee-pee of cows, and their women all have big beards.
We invade, darling, because the British think they are so tough. They think we French are sissies. They call us weeds and whoopsies and big girls' blouses.
With respect, my Emperor, we are whipsies. We invented the tapestry, the souffle, and the sweet liqueur. We will be slaughtered the minute we mince up the hill.
Do not despair. It is my firm belief that God hates the British. He will intervene miraculously and send us a glorious victory on this field of Waterloo.
Oh, bravo! The lovely uniform today, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I think it works.
Okay.
Your Grace, the French are approaching.
Excellent. I have a superb plan which cannot fail but results in the complete destruction of the French army.
Oh, splendid. Well, tell me at once, Your Grace, and I'll spread the news to the troops.
Very well. The plan is... God, I'm brilliant. You know, I surprise myself sometimes. I really do.
Yeah.
The plan is to allow the French to come within 100 yards of us, and then, and this is the completely original and brilliant part.
Yes.
Then...
Your Grace!
Oh.
The Duke of Wellington is dead.
Whoops. Did he just say the beef of Wellington?
Your Grace!
I don't think he did.
The Duke of Wellington is dead.
Ah, the Duke. My bad. I must be hungry.
Alas, Without the plan, the day is lost.
Pardon me. Thanks very much.
May as well try and win that cash anyway. Why don't we try pressing this button? Well, fingers crossed. What can you see, Boulders?
People in very short skirts, my lord.
Excellent. The 1960s.
At last, we're getting close. I might stay a while, actually, for a bit of hippie free love. Not that free love would make a lot of difference to you, would it, Boulders? I mean, what would a sheep do with money?
Not girls in skirts, my lord, men.
Ah, Spandau Ballet, 1983.
I think not, my lord.
I'm sorry, I never heard that, but that's amazing. What would a sheep do with money? That kind of reminded me of when they asked Phoebe something and she's like, does a dog move his lip when it reads? Like, what? But this was more understandable than hers. I like that. You know what dude. Every time I hear something I really like from these, I'm like, I gotta incorporate that in my vocabulary. Not one of two things happens, but there's two things that can happen, and they can both happen together. But one of the things is, I forget. Whatever. And the second thing is, I forget that my main language here in Argentina is Spanish, and most of them don't translate at all or well or will make no sense whatsoever, so I can't use them even if I do remember. I was talking to, I don't remember who the other day, and I thought of one that I was like, ooh, that's going in, and it wasn't going to make sense, so I couldn't even say it. Bummed.
Romans. We're still centuries out. Come on, let's go. Although, I might just steal myself a Roman helmet while we're here. That's interesting. The machine seems to be seeking out our DNA across time. Just brilliant.
What, O Centurion?
We're facing a horde of ginger maniacs with wild goats nesting in their huge orange beards. Or to put it another way, the Scots. And how does our inspired leader Hadrian intend to keep out this vast army of lunatics? By building a 3-foot-high wall. A terrifying obstacle. About as frightening as a little rabbit with the word boo painted on its nose.
Ooh. Oh, that'd be so cute.
Oh, come now, Centurion. I won't have that. This wall is a terrific defense mechanism. Why, surely not suggesting that a rabble of Scots could get the better of...
See, that's another person who I've never seen Hugh Laurie's legs. Not that much of them. And the only part of Hugh Laurie's, legs I have seen was in House when he's showing like the massive gaping hole where his muscle should be and isn't anymore. So didn't look like that, but it's so weird. Isn't it weird to see people's legs when you don't, when you haven't? Like I imagine you guys know me up to here, but I do go on. It's weird. I don't know.
Come now, Centurion. I won't have that. This wall is a terrific defense mechanism. Why, surely not suggesting that a rabble of Scots could get the better of Roman soldiers.
Okay, us.
Welcome, General.
Splendid. Good to see you practicing your English, Georgius.
Speaking of legs!
Mihi nuntiatem est.
And then making me... No. That's cruel, because they not only put him in that outfit, they put subtitles right where I don't want to be looking. That is so messed up. That's strategically messed up.
English, Georgius. Sed mihi nuntiatem est.
Okay,
Romanum undique oppugnare. Sed imperator nihil fecisse, praeter matrem vena venisse, et cumque exorem tuxisse. Vitaque, senatus copiasse Britannia, revocare and civitatem nostrum imperialem defendam constitut.
Did you hear that, Boulders?
I certainly did, O Centurion.
Back to Rome at last.
Meus.
This is interesting. There appears to be a large orange hedge moving towards us.
That's not a hedge, Consul.
Of course.
That's the Scots.
Continuate.
Shall we run, my lord?
Yes?
Perhaps we could negotiate. Last one there gets hacked to pieces by Rod Stewart's great-great-grandfather.
Let's get home, Baldrick.
We don't know where home is. We're
Just go anywhere, though.
Through time for all time. Oh, woe is me!
Shut up, Baldrick. Shut up. There is one final thing to push, which may be our salvation. Or not. Because it is, in fact, a lollipop.
Raspberry flavoured, my lord.
What flavor?
A lollipop.
Raspberry flavoured, my lord.
Oh, delicious.
God. I'm going to spend the rest of my life in a small wooden room with 2 toilets and the stupidest man in the world.
Wait, my lord, do not despair, for I have a cunning plan.
I love that. Also, by the way, okay, 2 options with what he just said. Spend his life, there with him. There is one obvious option, right? It's not the happiest of options, but I mean, like every time I see a movie, post-apocalyptic or whatever, and you got the survivor, like a zombie apocalypse or whatever, you have the survivors. Everybody just needs to survive. Why? The world is so awful. Just, there's an easy out. But, okay, you don't have to. You guys have the opportunity, and I say you guys, I mean them guys, have the opportunity to pick literally any time period they desire and live out their days there. Like they can choose wherever, whatever, whenever. So, I mean, that's not that bad of a deal. Even if you loved your life, I mean, a lot of opportunities. I don't know, I think he's being pessimistic.
Can I say I'm not optimistic, Baldrick?
To be quite frank, my lord, neither am I. My family have never been very good at plans.
So, with suitably low expectations, what is your cunning plan to get us home?
Well, my lord, you know how when people drown, their whole life flashes in front of them? Well, if you stuck your head in a bucket of water and didn't bring it out again, then your whole life would flash in front of you and you'd see where all the knobs and levers were when we first set off. And then, if you pulled your head out again just before you died, you could guide us home.
It's an interesting plan.
My lord.
Good plan.
No.
With perhaps just one tiny modification.
Oh!
People's eyes underwater
How's it
freaks
going?
me out.
I'm 18 years old. I've just left nursery school.
Okie dokie.
There's like no life in them, like shark eyes and fish eyes. Oh, I hate that. Doesn't have
I'm 25. I'm back at nursery school.
What?
Got it!
Very good.
I wish I flushed the loo first. As we approach the end, my lord, what do you think we've learnt on our great journey?
Good question.
Good question, Baldrick. I suppose I've learned that I must buy you a much stronger mouthwash for Christmas this year. How about you?
Oh, I don't know. I suppose I've learnt that human beings have always been the same. Some nice, some nasty, some clever, some stupid. There's always a Blackadder and there's always a Baldrick.
Yes, very profound, Baldrick.
Also, it occurs to me,
Oh, God, there's not more, is there?
if you're in the right place at the right time, then every person has the power to go out and change the world for the better.
God, you really are as thick as clotted cream that's been left out by some clot until the clots are so clotted up you couldn't unclot them with an electric declotter. Aren't you, Baldrick? Real change comes from huge socio-economic things that individuals have no effect on.
Unless you're king or prime minister or something.
Well, yes, I suppose they can make a difference. But for the rest of us, all we can do in life is to try to make a bit of cash. Which is what I intend to do right now.
Hang on. Did you see? Good Lord, Blackadder, what happened there?
Yes, everything went sort of squiggly.
I have, in fact, returned from the past.
You surely don't expect us to believe that, Blackadder. Clearly, that was all some sort of cheap conjuring trick.
On the contrary, darling.
Oh, bravo, with big brass bells on.
And as a little bonus, the crown of Queen Elizabeth I of England.
Well done, Blackadder. But tell me, all this stuff about changing history with time travel, you must have had to be damn some careful.
Oh, I was. Very careful.
So, Blackadder, tell us, did you hang out with any, big-time celebs?
Well, yes, actually. For example, this belonged to none other than Robin Hood.
Who?
Robin Hood.
Never heard of him. We'll have to do better than that, Blackadder.
Right. So you've never heard of Robin Hood? Well, this is the title page for Macbeth, signed by Shakespeare himself.
Oh, no, come on, you've heard of Shakespeare. I
love it.
He's the fellow who invented the ballpoint pen.
Well, I might have had an effect on one or two things, but nothing important.
Well, never mind, Blackadder. You've certainly won your bet. So here's your 10,000 francs, and jolly well deserved too.
What do you mean, francs?
What do you mean? What do I mean, francs?
Well, surely you mean 10,000 pounds.
Pounds? We haven't used those for 200 years. Not since the Emperor Napoleon won the Battle of Waterloo. Which reminds me, it's time for us to get to the television. Monsieur le Président will be broadcasting from Versailles any moment. Are you coming?
No, I might just go on one final little trip.
Oh, no, don't go. You haven't had a bite of the delicious garlic pudding.
After which, I'm going to do a petit peu de ballet.
Sorry. This thing is taunting me. I'm ready, man. I kind of don't want to kill it, though. I don't like killing big things. Because then you got to dispose of the body. That sounded awful. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Like flies and stuff, I don't like the thud when, mosquitoes are bloodsuckers. They deserve it. Oh, shit. Sorry. Okay. Okay. I'm calm. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm gonna retract the last 5 minutes or
Garlic
so.
might just be broadcasting from... Which reminds me, it's time for us to get to the television. Monsieur le Président will be broadcasting from Versailles any moment. Are you coming?
No, I might just go on one final little trip.
Oh, no, don't go. You haven't had a bite of the delicious garlic pudding.
I'm going to do a petit peu de ballet.
Right, that's it.
Where's Baldrick, by the way?
Come on, bowlers.
Oh, they weren't supposed
We've
to see
got
him.
to save Britain.
Gotcha. They could have marked how to get back.
I thought I'd just drop in to wish you good luck with the battle. You can't lose. Hello, darling. There's one question I've always wanted to ask you.
Yes?
How come you're so great?
Because I'm me.
I'm a very big fan, Bill.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work. King Lear, very funny.
I thought he wasn't. Okay. I thought he wasn't asked for anything.
Blackadder, what happened there?
Where'd he get the underpants?
And here, a front page of Macbeth, signed by Shakespeare himself.
Oh my God!
That's better.
Well done, Blackadder. But what about all this stuff about changing history through time travel? You must have had to be damn some careful.
Oh, I was. Very, very.
Not to be a negative Nancy, but since all the dials and stuff weren't marked, there was no way he would have been able to go back to everything precisely. Just saying.
Careful. Intriguing thought, actually, isn't it? You know, the smallest thing can change history. Imagine if Wellington had died before the Battle of Waterloo, we'd all be French.
Or if someone hadn't invented deodorant, we'd all be smelly.
The tiniest thing can affect the course of human history. Think what turmoil an unscrupulous person could wreak.
Yes. Could you excuse me just 5 seconds?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why don't you just go upstairs and watch television? I'll be back very, very soon.
Ah, splendid. But do hurry, Blackadder. I don't want to miss the big shindig at midnight.
Don't worry. I'll be back.
Oh,
I have a very, very, very cunning plan.
Is he as cunning as a fox, what used to be Professor of Cunning at Oxford University, but has moved on and is now working for the UN at the High Commission of International Cunning Planning?
What?
Yes, it is.
Ooh. That's cunning.
Right, here goes.
And now excitement is reaching fever pitch as the final guest of honor arrives at the Dome. Many of the crowds have been here for up to
That's a big
36
treat.
hours waiting for this moment. And I'm sure they won't be disappointed. As the great car sweeps into view, because here at last is the King himself, King Edmund III, universally loved, 98% approval rating across the country. And with him, his gorgeous new bride, Queen Marion of Sherwood, the nation's most famous beauty, beloved by all. And here to greet them is the Prime Minister. Unmarried, of course, but now entering his 5th term of office. The relationship between the King and his First Minister particularly close nowadays, since the dissolution of Parliament 2 years ago. And what a great partnership these two have become, leading Britain magnificently into a prosperous and triumphant new millennium.
That was awesome. All Blackadders. Wait! Sorry. Kate Moss. It was Kate Moss. Blah, 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 blah. I got Colin Firth right. All right, we're good. We're good. Please tell me you guys saw that. Dinosaur Tyrann. I can't say it. Tyrannosaurus Rex. There you go. I said it. That's amazing, by the way, that they put that in. Scottish horns, horns of Scots. Oh my God, that's awesome.
Let's joy fill every Briton's heart, for now our country's going to make it. At last, a king who looks the part. At last, a queen who looks good naked. Blackadder, a monarch with panache. Blackadder, he's got a nice mustache. Everything he wants he'll get. The world is now Blackadder's oyster. Most prime ministers are wet, but Baldrick, he is even worse. Blackadder, a dog who's got his bone. Blackadder, a bastard on the throne. Blackadder, his beard is neatly curled. Blackadder, he's going to rule the world.
Can't wait. That was brilliant. That was really fun. Honestly, I don't know. That was top 3 Blackadder somethings I've seen. Episode, special, like all of it, all the Blackadder. This was definitely very high. I enjoyed this so much. Oh man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Also, Okay, this was comedy and it was fun and blah, 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 but usually when shows and movies and stories do time travel, it gets so complicated, but they just did it. So, so good. It worked so well. I'm happy. That was brilliant. I really enjoyed that. I'm actually really glad I watched that. There you go. Cool. Anyway, beautiful humans, I am on a mission, so I'm going to leave. And I will see you all very soon. Thank you for everything. You guys are spectacular. I'll be around. Toodles.